Hi, this is Steve Leone in Intersolar 2012, North America in San Francisco. I'm here with Wolfgang Schlichting of Solar Buzz. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So, recent news coming out of China is that they're really increasing their own domestic market. In fact, quadrupling, I think it's about 21 gigawatts by 2015. So, really fast and really big. What are the prospects in China? I mean, is this, in your opinion, going to happen? Are they going to reach that level within that level of time?
Yeah, China is an interesting market, absolutely, and we actually have increased our forecast quite significantly as well. We are really seeing the market to reach or maybe even exceed slightly the 6 gigawatt installation capacity, but it's all very backloaded in the third, especially the fourth quarter of this year, and then we'll see another strong year in 2013 as well. So it's really becoming a major market, number two for the calendar year, and then more interesting in the fourth quarter with a big push in the ground mount and large commercial system installation. There will be the clear number one worldwide market.
Mm-hmm. So what are the challenges they're going to have to getting to that level on a consistent year after year basis?
Yeah, it's clear there's a political will, and in China, it takes a lot fewer people to get that consensus that as a country you really want to install a certain capacity. So that can grow very quickly if the political will is there. And some of the incentives they have, they are currently catered toward the ground mount and large commercial, are quite attractive, rebate programs and feed-in tariffs. But there's also some discussions going on having more incentive programs in the smaller commercial and even residential area, and this really could increase the market size quite substantially going forward.
Okay. So to what extent is this really fueled by the overcapacity? Is it one and the same?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, China long-term outlook, they really see the solar as a strategic energy source. I mean, it's a fast-growing market. There's an enormous energy need, and which will continue to grow quite tremendously going forward. I think with the slowdown in some of the other market, that push towards solar has been accelerated, and the Chinese leadership has seen that it's important for them to really have a stronger domestic market. And this is a driver. But again, it's not really enough right now to get the demand in balance with supply again. We really think that will probably take until the end of next year to have more rebalancing of those two factors.
Okay, so for the most part, China's role in recent years has been, more of it has been a one-way road where a lot of product being exported. To what extent are international companies going to be doing business in China where China is going to be importing? How open is that market going to be?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I've actually gotten that question a number of times yet on the show floor. And China traditionally has not been the most open market for outside companies to do business in. What I've learned at this show and with many conversations with companies in China and companies who want to do business in China is working through partners and having more of a local presence in the country clearly helps in that effort to do more business. China especially really needs many of those key technologies still to be developed and some of the key components also to be brought in, especially on the some of the BOS side and some of the power electronics and other areas. But clearly it is not a country where you just can go in and expect to be successful without really understanding the system and having strong partnerships in place.
Sure. Now, I mean, there's a lot happening outside of China and in the periphery. You have India with very large ambitions, and of course Japan is ready to enter a new era of growth. Are we seeing a market shift in that direction, and how long will it take until that is the biggest market in the world?
Yeah, there are a number of other very interesting countries in Asia outside mainland China, of course. You mentioned Japan, clearly. I mean, it's a different market. It has been doing solar for a long time. Some of the leading manufacturers in there as well. And they're kind of coming back. I mean, after the Fukushima crisis, where nuclear is really not in the future anymore for power production long term in Japan. So there's a new tremendous demand there as well, and they have their domestic players, but they're also getting more imports in place there as well. That will be important. India, very heavily biased towards the ground mount, large installation, and then a few areas only, but again another billion people country, so again tremendous potential. But I wouldn't really forget all the other Asian countries out there, which by themselves are not that big, but our research shows putting many of them together becoming really interesting market potentials. Anything from Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, Singapore, there are other countries which really saw tremendous growth in the market potential. That will continue in the next few years.
Okay. Well, great. Thank you for your time, and enjoy the rest of the show.